Hey, hello, Jack Tubbs with the J Team. I'd really want to surprise Arizona coming to you on this beautiful Monday here in the Valley in Phoenix. Hey, just hope that you all enjoyed the Super Bowl, watch Tom Brady win his seventh, and definitely show that he is the greatest of all time. He is the GOAT. Kind of feel sorry for Patrick Mahomes. Kind of thought he was going to be the one that was going to be able to pull it off. But unfortunately, experience definitely showed, and defense definitely showed that that's what wins Super Bowl. So, with that aside, I kind of want to change to a new subject today, and I want to talk about styles, different things that are going on as far as decorating styles, finishing styles in homes. Things change so quickly. I can remember that in the late 80s, my lovely bride and I, we bought a house that had, well, probably the early 70s was the last time it had been decorated. Had a lot of harvest gold, those kind of colors in it. So we went through and did a complete makeover through the house, through the bathrooms, through the kitchens, etc. New flooring, window treatments, etc. New color for the outside of the house, all that kind of stuff. And we lived at that house for about 18 years, and it was woefully out of date by the time we sold in those 18 years. And I tried to be as modern and cutting edge as, actually should say we tried to be as cutting edge as we made choices decorating and outfitting that home with cabinets and appliances, let alone the color schemes and floorings and window treatments and all that kind of stuff. So it just kind of shows you that things can change really quickly. And with the advent of the millennial buyer, there are a lot of different things they're looking for that probably are not in your house. And that seems to be a return to more rustic and minimalist elements of the house. You open it, you notice a lot of kitchens have just open shelves, no cabinets at all. They have a lot of shelving, and dishes are stacked on these shelves and glasses, etc. Not really to my liking. I really love nice, clean look of cupboards, but you know what? That's my older decorating design preferences as to the new minimalist buyer. So these are some of the things that we want to pay attention to, especially when we're getting ready to sell. Those of you who are flippers out there that are flipping homes, these are the design elements we want to put into a home so that they appeal to the broadest selection of today's buyers. I mean, there are going to be some neighborhoods that that are going to be, say, like Sun City, some of the older neighborhoods where we see a lot of retirees moving into. Maybe some of the older decorating elements will be fine and styles will be fine, but realize that as we continue on in different places, you're even going to look at some of the builders. They're changing the way that they design their kitchens, their bathrooms, their flooring choices, window treatments, etc. They're becoming a little bit more rustic, a little bit more minimalist, and it just seems to be the ever-evolving evolution of style and design for most houses. Now, one of the first things that we really want to look at is the kitchen, because the kitchen is definitely one of the selling points of a home. I had a neighbor who lived back next to me in Michigan. They had moved into a house, and they really just espoused how much they loved their home and the location and all these other kind of things. And they were there about 3, maybe 4 years. Next thing you know, there's a for sale sign out in front of their house. And I'm asking them, hey, what's going on? And they said, we just happened to walk through a house on an open house, and it had the most gorgeous kitchen. And the next thing we know, the more we talked about it, the more we wanted that house with that kitchen. And it also had a slightly nicer finished basement than what we have at this house. So we were just really compelled that after we found out what we could get for our home, we'd be, there wouldn't be that much difference in stepping up into this new home. So they did it. And it was mainly based on the kitchen that they saw in this home when they walked through the open house. So one of the things we really want to pay attention to when we're getting a home ready to sell, actually when we're actually updating for ourselves, we want to pay attention to the things that are going on right now, just in case we're compelled to sell not too far down the road. Number one is replace smooth kitchen tiling with more rustic elements. As I said at the onset of this episode, that it seems like more rustic and minimalist elements seem to be appealing to the millennial buyer. And right now, they are our largest segments of buyers in the real estate market. And we've seen, as I said before, we've seen a lot of people turn their kitchen cabinets from the more modern, and some of them I even look at some older kitchens and say, wow, they're just over decorated, as opposed to being, I'm more sleek, more minimalist as far as lines and decor go. I just like nice, clean lines, but I do like cabinets. I'm not really big on these open shelves, but open shelves right now, and they're usually big, decorative, rustic shelves that are built into the kitchen now to hold dishes. And also, grays were very trendy, or grayish was one of the big things right now. Now it's more muted colors, more warmer colors, and even brighter colors are starting to make it back into the kitchen. We don't have some of those like dark maroon accent walls and stuff like that coming in, but just more muted, warmer colors are coming back into style right now. So, but the one thing is that more rustic tiles are coming in. A lot of people are actually going to the rougher tiles. They don't have the bright, smooth finish. They have a rougher finish to them. Some of them have different patterns designed into them. So these are the one things we want to think about if we're going to put up a new backsplash. We're going to put in new flooring tiles. We're going to do anything with tile work in the kitchen at all. It's going to be more rustic. It's going to be less finished, but it's going to show more rustic. It's going to have more patterns. It's going to be a rougher finish, and probably not going to be glazed and shiny, but probably more flat and basic. So these are the things that we want to look at as far as kitchen goes. We'll talk a little bit more about other elements tomorrow. We're going to talk about different styles that we should adopt as we kind of change things over, and still really focusing on kitchen and bathrooms, but other styles that can be implemented in throughout different rooms of the house. So that's what we're going to talk about tomorrow. But anyways, I want you to just continue to enjoy the beautiful day and the beautiful weather we've got on tap here in the Valley. And should you need any help, have any questions about mortgages, about styling, about purchasing, about selling, about anything else, please, as far as real estate goes, please feel free to give me a call. You can dial me direct at 248-330-7972. That's 248-330-7972. Or you can email me, Jack, Jack, at the J Team, which is THE, the letter J, the word team, .house. So that's Jack at the JTeam.house. Or you can call the office, talk to any of my team members at 623-252-4061. Once again, that's 623-252-4061. Hey, this is Jack Tubbs at the J Team, wishing you a fantastic Monday. We'll see you tomorrow with a little bit more of what's going on in the Phoenix real estate market. Have a great day. Bye-bye.